Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Patek Philippe 5102PR Celestial. You can see and you can purchase this Sky Chart dual metal watch on our website. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoy these videos, and of course click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full listing for this extraordinary grand complication. Now, if ever there were a watch that worked and appealed on two levels, it would be the 5102 Celestial. This is a watch that you could set to the correct time of day, strap on your wrist, and look like $1 million. It's dramatic, it has presence at 43.1 millimeters across in diameter, and on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, only 9.9 millimeters thick, but 52 millimeters lug to lug. This is a sizable timepiece, a grand complication that's truly grand. But then there's that other level where it works. The extraordinary mathematics behind this timepiece that occupied perhaps 500 years of late Middle Age to Renaissance philosophers and mathematicians is what really sets the watch apart and ties it to the history of celestial complications at the great house of Patek Philippe, dating back to the watches of James Ward Packard and Henry Graves Jr. So how does this watch work? Well, let's talk about the fit first. Of course, 52 millimeters lug to lug, 9.9 millimeters thick, and 43 across. It's broad, flat, and impressive in size. You can see the flanks of the case are beautifully engraved with the polished image of the Calatrava cross in microcosm with a beautiful media blasted or matte intermediate relieved between the Calatrava cross engravings. Now you can see that the lugs are beautifully stepped but also relieved, and that the spring bars are not spring bars at all, but rather bars retained by screws. This is a hefty watch, and screws have been employed to keep it fixed to your wrist. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now this example features a beautiful gloss, minimally bolstered, monotone stitch, folded edge alligator leather strap, and it's paired with a simple spade style beveled pin buckle for easy on-the-fly adjustments. The watch is sensational to look at, thanks to no fewer than 3 individual sapphires. Now the first, of course, covers the watch. It's flanked by a beautiful and beautifully fluted platinum bezel, also has a platinum caseback, rose gold sides. You can see the stylized Roman numerals forming the hour track, and then inboard there are very small individual hash marks. Those are used for precise setting of the celestial complication. So what you're looking at underneath the main sapphire, which also features the image of the frame, that's effectively the sky as you see it from Geneva and any similar latitude in the northern hemisphere. So that's what you're actually looking at. It's Geneva and the comparable latitude elsewhere in the northern hemisphere, and you're looking at the image of the Milky Way. That's the second sapphire. It features the stars. There's another sapphire beneath that, which is the blue coloration that gives the dial its character. So what happens is, and I'll show you by withdrawing the crown that regulates both the star chart and the moon phase. So now the watch effectively gives you the moon phase, but it gives you more. It gives you a lunar day, which is defined as 2 consecutive passages across a meridian. A lunation is a full moon cycle equal to 2 full moons, and it gives you, in addition to that lunar day, it gives you a sidereal day, which is defined as 2 passages of a given star across a given meridian. Now, the entirety of the Milky Way does move, and the way you set it is you take that very small triangular index that's just beneath my thumb, and you start from the S, and Patek Philippe actually has a program on its website to help you with this. You start from the S, and then you use the small hashes to advance the star chart in increments. Now, every cycle around the dial is 1 lunar day, so if you are completely off by the largest possible margin, you may have to advance the moon through 28 complete rotations around the dial, but you can see how the moon changes in size and shape. Now the watch, other than its remarkably abstruse mechanical complication, the star chart, is relatively simple. It's based on the celebrated 240 micro rotor automatic, which is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, so hooray for that. 22 karat gold winding mass, beautifully set within the bridges so it doesn't cover up the movement as does a central rotor. You can see that it features a gorgeous perlage across the base plate, linear Côte de Genève across the bridges as well as the winding mass itself. All of the edges of the bridges are beautifully mirrored and rounded. The anglage is superb, and you'll see the same treatment for all of the screw and jewel countersinks as well as polished screw heads with chamfered slots. Finally, mechanical refinements including ceramic rotor bearings, high efficiency, low maintenance underneath the winding mass, as well as a Gyromax style balance, so free sprung it robustly resists vibrations and disruptions on the wrist. Sports watch style, it's quite tough. It's a hardy movement, thin, beautiful, and traditionally inscribed with the Geneva hallmark rather than the 2009 forward Patek Philippe proprietary seal. You can see the case back is in platinum to match the bezel itself. Technically speaking, this is known as the caliber 240 LUCL. 38 to 48 hour power reserve. It vibrates at 21,600 vibrations per hour. This is one of the most spectacular contemporary Patek Philippe watches. Rarely seen, rarely ordered, and rarely set correctly. I'll make you a promise. If you buy this one, I'll help you set it. But in any event, it's going to look spectacular on your wrist. This is the Patek Philippe 5102 PR Celestial, made from 2002 to 2012, available on our website.